Hi everybody, Amber Mitchell here, again your instructor for EVT 2010-001. I wanted to upload this video because I did receive a lot of questions regarding the rubric for the destination SWOT analysis, which is due this Sunday, February 26th by 11:59 p.m. Did want to take the time to review this, especially over video, so that you can go back, listen to it, but I wanted to clarify any hanging questions that might be out there. I'm not going to read the rubric word by word because I do want to urge you all to do that. However, I am going to just review it, answer any questions you might have, and I did put together an example paper. I did not actually do the assignment. I just formatted it in the way so that you all can kind of see what I'm looking for in regards to this critical analysis paper. So this of course is the rubric, and then the following pages are just some information that help guide you. Now this is not where you write the paper, and once again I did do an example which I will show you in the next document. Just remember, so all the points that the assignment's worth, this is how you earn all the points. And before I will upload my example with it, but before I do, I did not, as I just realized, did not have the 10 extra credit points if you do submit and utilize your resource that you are paying with your student fees with the Writing Center, which I do urge you. And some of you, I know that you can't make it down to campus. However, you can give them a phone call and communicate with them via email. So it is easier on you, but just know that the 10 extra credit points are available for this paper also. So any questions that you have regarding any kind of formatting, citing, or anything, I do urge you to just use the Writing Center. It's not that I don't want to give you the answers. It's just that I want you all to learn to use the resources that you have, especially if you're paying for it. So formatting, so cover page, 12-point font, 4-quadrant table, which I did have a few questions about those, which will be clarified in this video. APA formatting, which does say refer to the resources, because for every paper assignment I did upload APA guidelines. That is actually guidelines for the university, which I did receive directly from the Writing Center. Proper margins, which we all know is 1 inch all around. I will check font size, footer with full name, class section, and page number. And for all of these, it's up to 25% deduction if they're not met. And this is just 25% deduction for everything in here, not just that one. And of course the footer, this just helps me know as I'm reading, just to remember whose paper I'm reading, because there are 33 of you, so sometimes it can get a little foggy as far as whose paper I'm reading. Writing skills, there's no points here, so just know that you can be deducted 1 point per for misspellings, grammar, sentence structure, use of language, transitions, mechanics, and it can be up to 10%. For this section alone that you can lose points out on. So I do urge you, please proofread and use your Writing Center resource, please. The SWOT analysis, which should be in 4 quadrants. So just a minimum of 4 strengths, 4 weaknesses, 4 opportunities, and 4 threats. If you find more for each section, please include that. 3-page critical thinking paper. It's not 2.5 pages, it's 3 pages. And your reference page, which is required for APA formatting, is not included in 3 pages. So it has to be 3 full pages of critical thinking and analysis. And once again, I'll add the additional 10 points here. So the instructions say choose any city in North America, South America, Europe, or Asia. So these are 4 continents. So you just have to pick a city within these 4 continents. I did have questions about this, so I do want to clarify this. So a city within these 4 continents, and I would suggest looking into the cities if you do an international continent or a country or a city that is international. Look at which city is most picked for international meetings, and events, and that way there's already a lot of information and you won't have to do as much digging and research, and it'd be way easier on you. I don't think I've had a student that has actually chosen anything outside of North America. So please know in North America also, this does include Canada and Mexico. So I'll say I haven't had any students that's done anything out of the United States of America. I would like to see someone and urge someone to do in an international country, just because I think it'd be fun to learn about another country and their culture as far as doing business. And then even having meetings and events, I think it'd be really fun. It'd be fun to read. I've read a lot about our country as a whole already, and I live here, and I know that this is a comfortability doing something in the United States, but I do urge you to kind of step out of the box and learn something about another country or a continent and doing business there. And please do not forget that as you're going through this, you're completing this as if you're planning a convention for 1,000 people. So not only are you going to be looking at it as if you are the meeting planner when doing your research and everything, you also are going to be looking at it, which I find it easy when I have to look at other cities for whether I'm attending the conference or just doing anything. Try to look at it as if you're going to actually be attending it, and that'll be a little bit easier for you. So kind of just think about the things that you care about. And again, this just says the 4 strengths. So just remember, here's a little reminder. Strengths and weaknesses refer to the specific destination and its current attributes or drawbacks. So one example here, kind of think about safety. So the crime rate. And if it's downtown, the location of where you'll have it. Will you have it downtown, or will you have it in a suburb? Just think about everything like that, how far it is away from the airport, transportation, taxi rides such as that. Like, do they have Uber? Do they have Lyft? Especially if you do look at an international country. So opportunities and threats, they refer to outside factors. So politically, economically, ecologically, development, geographically, demographic. One other thing that you can add here, look at airlines also. So how many international flights will, and then kind of look at, for example, does Southwest go there? Does American go there? Does the Frontier go there? And if so, say they only fly from, this is just an example, I'm not sure, but if you're going to, let's say Hong Kong, a lot of people fly from LA to Hong Kong. So what if they're not in LA? What if they're in Idaho? Will they have to catch a flight there? Sometimes there's not direct flights from Idaho to LA. You might have to do a stop. So just kind of look at it from that perspective, as if you're actually traveling there, like how not easy, travel's not always easy, but how easy it is to travel to that country also. So for here, this is just to help you, and this is my little note, like below is a list to help you think through your thoughts. So this is just information that will be converted into the quadrants, and then the paper is what you'll use to actually deep dive into the attributes that you have found for each section. So that's that there. Okay, so I'm going to go to the example now. Alright, so here's the example. So here's the cover page and stuff, which I'll upload this in a Word document. So I just picked it just because it was pretty. I'm not particular on the cover page or anything. I just hit insert in the Word, and I liked it just because it was pretty, honestly. So if you want to use this, you can, because I will be uploading this as a Word document. So there is a stamp back there that says example, which can easily be removed. And then so here I have the country and stuff, Havana, Cuba. I really want to go there. That's just why I picked it. That's just the country right now that I've been watching. Of course, put that the assignment's destination SWOT analysis. I put the date, my name, and the class. And then the next page, your rubric has to go there, because when I do turn these back into you, I'm actually able to grade within Blackboard. And this is where I'll put all your points, and then I'll actually put comments throughout. So just know this is why that's there. So it's all clear when you receive it. It's as if I'm handing you back an actual paper. with all your points in the rubric and stuff. Please remember to have your name, class number, and the date also in there. And then do not forget your footer, which I did forget down here, so please don't forget the footer. And I will add the 10 points for the writing center in here. So for the quadrants, this is what I meant by this, and then you can just list the attributes in each section of the quadrants that you have. I did have a lot of students in the past who like to put sentences in here. I don't need sentences because that's what you're going to use the paper for. So you'll just write what it is. So if a weakness, sorry, I need to switch these. Bear with me, this is live. Well, it's not live, but I'm not starting over. So if a weakness is that their crime rate is really high, I mean, you can put that crime rate is at whatever percentage that it is. So, but a complete sentence explaining everything, that's definitely not needed here. So whether it's one word or just a few words, that's definitely fine. Please remember, it's just a minimum of 4. Just a minimum of 4. You can have more than 4. So this is where your paper will start. So I just wrote a little note here that your critical analysis should start on this page. Please remember that the paper must be in APA format and be formally written. Bullet points will not be accepted for a written paper. This assignment will cause you to research. Hint: review and research the city's website and local news stations for particular information that you're looking for. You can also research the website of PCMA and MPI. Also, I did find a few articles. Particularly with PCMA, they do have a magazine. MPI does have a magazine as well. I'm not well familiar with it, however, but PCMA's magazine is called Convene, so you can go look through articles that I'm pretty sure they'll have some stuff related to the countries that you select. And this is a reliable source, so will be easy for you, to go ahead and cite that in APA format. The last page. This should be your reference page. So this needs to be 3 pages. 3 pages of critical analysis. So here, actually, which I will add, so this is where you will fully explain everything that you found here. Which in 3 pages, I do feel if it's more than 3 pages, that's definitely fine. However, you'll just go into a deep dive of your strengths and then your weaknesses and then your opportunities and then your threats. And then that's where you'll go into citing where you found all of this information. And then on the last page, it will be your references. My apologies if I can spell today. And then voila, you are done once you do that. And when you submit it, please submit as a Word document or a PDF file. If you submit it as anything else, Blackboard Learn will not recognize it. I did receive a few student data sheets that were not in Word, and I'm not sure what it was called, but I just could not open them, so I did have to go back to the students and ask them to redo that. So just know that it needs to be in a Word document or PDF when you upload it. I have about a minute left. So this is the APA citation guidelines. So it tells you how to cite in text, how on the reference page, it gives you examples as well. And then on the last page, it also gives you resources to help you. So the MSU Denver Writing Center has print resources that you can receive from them, as well as online resources, for your APA style. So here's blogapastyle.org. You have OWL that you can email them and ask them for assistance, and then the Auraria Library website. Okay, so this is all here for you all so that you can fully achieve and accomplish this assignment. I have about 15 seconds left, so just know that I am here as a resource for all of you, and I'm happy to help you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email or text me or call me. All right, good luck everybody, and I look forward to receiving all your assignments.